Hey, what's going on, everybody? This video is going to be how to fix your Genshin account. I just kind of wanted to make this because I returned to Genshin only to realize that my account is trash. It still is, even though I have tried fixing it before. It's still relatively garbage. I'm gonna go through it with you because I think I have enough experience to know a little bit of the process, how to get your account fixed. What I mean by fixing your account is generally gonna mostly consist of your characters and whether or not you beat the endgame content such as Spiral Abyss or Imaginarium Theater. I just want to say though, if you don't really care about those two things or anything like that, having good characters, then this video might not be for you. Anyway, the first thing that comes to mind when fixing an account is your characters. Characters matter in the game. So I want you to look at your roster, see what you have, decide on which character you like, and build around them. I will say this too, don't feel pressured into pulling any kind of character. Yes, there are amazing characters in the game. There are amazing characters, and people will say, oh, this character is insane. You must get them. You don't have to get anybody, to be honest. Yes, there are probably going to be a bit better for whatever character you're using or whatever team you're using, but there are plenty of other teams and free-to-play options and just budget options in general for characters. We are pushing Natlin, year 4 or 5, I don't know, of Genshin. We have a lot of characters. There are a lot of combinations. There are plenty of things you can do. So look at the characters you do have and see what you can do with them. Okay? See what you can do with them. Go on the internet, go on YouTube, look up guides, see what you can do. I'd like to recommend Genshin Impact. He makes guides on pretty much every character known to man. Now, the next thing I want to talk about when it does come to the characters is actually build them. Don't half-ass them. Okay, don't half-ass them. What's that one meme of the guy mining in like a cave, but he stops just before he hits like diamond or gold or whatever? I think that's an issue that you can see on my account. I have so many characters at level 80, not fully built whatsoever. Just look at their talents, not maxed out, still level 80. Some characters really like to be brought up to their max potential. I have an issue with that. Level 80, level 80. Let's see here, level 80. Nope, never mind. Never mind, I lied to you. Level 80, 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 level. You get the point. I used to tell myself that, oh, I level these guys to only 80 because it helps me build more characters. At this point, that's just a lie. If that were the actual truth, I would have way more characters built up than I actually do. So yeah, you want to build them more, especially on characters who have insane ascension passives. Like I do believe, where is she? Kuching, she has crit damage ascension passive. Can't really tell here. Let me go to somebody. Wanderer has crit rate for his ascension passive. That shit is actually really useful. There are characters that really benefit from that kind of thing, and EM and attack, characters that scale off certain like stats, are wanting to go up there as well. That's kind of what you want to do. You actually want to build them, actually get them to a level where they're actually good. Sure, you can have a level 80 character with good artifacts that can be really good, but they could be better. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The next thing I want to talk about is actually build your supports in off-field characters. You can have a DPS character, yeah, like Eula or whatever, but they wouldn't be able to do what they do without the help of supports or off-field DPSs. Same goes for Kuching. She won't do a damn thing without the help of other characters. So what you want to do is look at your account, see who you have, and actually build them. I feel like supports do matter more than the DPS characters themselves. So like if you have a Bennett that you're sitting on that's not leveled up at all, you need to build this guy. He has healing, he has an insane ult that boosts your damage. He's just a super crazy character. For off-field DPS, Xiangling, great. She's insane. She works with many teams, many characters. She's insane. There are characters that are actually insane. Yao Yao, great for Dendro application and healing all around. Those are the types of characters you want to lean into as well. They will carry your main DPSs. They will. And the same thing goes for the other characters. Don't half-ass them. Actually build them. My poor Mona is still level 80. Now, as for the actual process of building, one might think artifacts is the be-all end-all to a character. It's not. Their level, their weapon, their talents are way more important than their actual artifacts. So the process is to obviously get them leveled up. Okay? Another reason why that's important is because sometimes, I mean all the time, they have great ascension passives that are locked behind leveling the character. There's also, like, if your character is at level 80, the max talent you can get is 8. You're missing out on like 2 extra levels there. Yeah, leveling them up will be beneficial. And then you want to move on to the talents. There is a talent upgrade reference right here. It tells you which talents to prioritize. Like first priority is the ult, second priority is the skill, okay, and then basic attack. Basic attack for most characters doesn't really matter, so it's more like an option. So yeah, once you get those talents up, you're gonna be seeing a difference, and then you want to look at their weapon. Again, look up YouTube videos and guides to see what the best weapons that you can have for a character. There are a lot of options. The last thing you should worry about is artifacts. For a character specifically, right here by the fast equip option, it shows you the recommended sets. Okay, this is a great tool. It shows noblesse is used by 35.7%, which is great. I thought number 1 was emblem, but do take in mind that noblesse, a full set of noblesse, can only work on one character because its buff cannot stack. If using 2 of these on 2 characters at one time, you're only getting the benefit of 1. So be sure to realize that, okay? But yeah, there are those things, okay? There's those things like look at Bennett, noblesse, emblem, even 2-piece, Zhongli, Dongli. Yeah, that's just what you want to do. Again, if you want to be absolutely sure, look up guides, right? You have recommended affixes too for those said relics. Okay, or artifacts, I mean, different game. Yeah, that's kind of just what you want to work to. Again, save artifacts for absolutely last because this can be the longest grind there is. Another thing that you could use too, there's this training guide feature in the game, and this basically tells you what you need to do. Like Mona, it's telling me she needs room for improvement. So let's see, character level, yeah, she is level 80. The weapon isn't as good, and it also shows the high usage rate based on what you have. It can show you the artifacts again. It shows the recommended ones. Character talents are for sure behind. Shenhe, mostly reliable, but there is definitely room for improvement. Character level, the weapon is also level 80. Again, shows weapons based on the weapons you have. The artifacts are good. Talents are not good. There's room for improvement. Overall, this is a pretty useful feature. Let's move on to resource management. You can't build or do anything if you are low on resources, okay? So I have 700,000 mora. I won't be able to fully build a character with that. I'm gonna have to spend a good few days farming up mora so that I have enough of that to build a character. And then I'm gonna want to check my XP. I don't have a lot here, so I'm gonna have to also farm those. Same goes with weapon XP too. I'm gonna have to go farm rocks, smith these up. Yeah, you do want to make sure you are on top of your resources, because if you don't have resources, you're SOL. Manage your resources, go farm those up if you need it. Now, since we are talking about it, I'd like to talk about the teapot. You will notice I am there currently. I feel like the teapot is something people don't take seriously at all. It's actually super useful, in my opinion. Sure, it takes a minute to actually get the usefulness out of it, but I think it's worth it, especially if you're lazier and don't really feel like farming a bunch of stuff. What you can do once you actually put effort into the teapot, like you got your trust rank up. Once you get into a high trust rank, you can go to this realm depot and you can buy so much stuff. Transient resin, heroes with XP, ores, mora, useful shit. It's so good. You can also create furnishing sets for a bunch of characters, which will also give primo gems. You can also plant flowers for a certain character that requires them. It's so good. The teapot is so good, and I feel like it's worth it if you actually put effort into it. I know it can be long and tedious, so you might be too lazy to do it. I'm a pretty lazy person when it comes to Genshin, okay? I really am. But if I can do it, you can too. Unless the teapot really is that bad and I'm just crazy. Yeah, I feel like the teapot's really worth it. The next thing I want to talk about is your adventure rank. If you're below AR 45, you do want to work on that before anything else, because at AR 45, you'll unlock guaranteed 5-star relics. Artifacts, I mean. Different game. Now, let's talk about actually playing the game. I have a hard time actually playing the game. I log in, usually make a video on something stupid or whatever, and then I just get off. Okay, I don't even use my resin a lot of the time. That's a thing you don't want to do. Okay, if you want to actually progress and actually fix your account, you want to actually play the game. Actually, don't waste your resin here. Before you log off, use it on something. If you don't know what, just use it on mora or XP, because you can never go wrong with more of that. Just use it on something if you're worried about not using it. Another thing is actually exploring the game. As you can see here, I have a lot of areas where I just don't explore very often, and the reason why exploring is super helpful is because getting chests and everything else will give you a bunch of resources that are useful, XP, premium gems, everything else. It will be super beneficial to you, especially in these areas that have a certain vendor that has tokens that you can redeem and get more rewards from them. Very good too, and very worth it as well. Yeah, you kind of just want to actually play the game, explore around, do quests. This will probably be the one thing I have the hardest time actually doing, because I hate exploring. I'm just not too crazy about it, but it is definitely beneficial if you actually do explore the game. It really is. I'm missing so many chests in these areas that could probably give me so much stuff. Last and not least, take your time, be patient, and have fun. Having fun is the most important thing. Don't be pressured and forced to doing anything. Play at your own pace, because if you're not having fun, what's the point of playing the game, right? What is the point? If I don't have fun with this shit, I wouldn't be making this goddamn video. Okay, if some guy is shoving down your throat, oh, this character's a must pull, you gotta get her, she's so good, but you actually despise the character, don't do it. You don't have to do it. Again, just play at your own pace, have fun. Yeah, that's basically it. If I missed anything that you know of, comment down below anything you want to add to this, any tips. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try and answer them the best I can. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this video was useful. Good luck, gamers. I'll see you in the next one. My Chad Muffins. Peace out.